So some people leave Santa cookies and milk, and some people leave Santa whiskey and something else. So what kind of traditions do you guys have out there? Because everybody has their own.
And some are pretty unique. Some are pretty interesting, and somewhat common, I guess.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
For us, I remember when we were growing up.
I don't remember any. So.
It was always cookie and milk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know that's the common one. But for us, we were allowed to open up one Christmas present on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately,
Our parents picked which one it was.
Well, of course.
No, I'm just saying.
We know why now.
So we got that. When we woke up on Christmas Day, we weren't allowed to wake up our parents at all. We were allowed.
I remember one year I woke up at like god awful early, 3 something in the
3:30 in the morning,
and I was like so excited. I went downstairs.
You
I
were
was like,
wired,
and then I fell back asleep, and then somebody had to wake me up again because I didn't wake up. And
yeah, I think I woke you up because it's like, get up! It's time to get up now.
I've been waiting for you forever.
Yeah,
we could open our stockings, and then
Yep.
we had to have breakfast before we did our presents.
Yep.
And that was
the stuff in your stockings didn't count as breakfast. You actually had to have a real breakfast.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, it was present opening time. We'd all sit around, one present each. One, and then go around and around and around until they're all gone. I found that the most annoying thing, actually, was
our dad who
Yeah.
took each piece of tape off of his gift. Holy.
Oh yeah, like he had pristine wrapping paper
you could
by the
reuse
time.
the wrapping paper.
But I also found this annoying too, is when he wrapped his gifts for us, everything was taped. There was no loose parts at all.
Very OCD about
Yes.
wrapping.
Yes,
And we used to always get Hot Wheels.
yeah.
In our
stockings, yes.
I think that's the only tradition that I had carried on.
Hot Wheels and an orange.
I put Hot Wheels in my kids' stockings. That's the only tradition that I carried on. Was that. That's it. Nothing else. We don't really have any traditions in our family.
No?
No, we just...
So that's what it is none for you?
No. None in, like, with my kids or anything. No, it's just...
No present on Christmas Eve?
No, because we don't get them, like,
That
tons of stuff. No, we don't get them tons of stuff. We get them, like, a few little ones and then one, like, bigger one.
Yep.
But then we just save it all for... That's it. Just for the day of, and then that's it. That's about it. You know? You always hear about these people who have huge family. We never had huge family gatherings when we were younger. We never, like, it was never all of our family, you know, like where all the family got to, like my wife's family. I went to hers for a couple times and it was like tons of people, like 25 people, and I was like, holy hell.
The missus, whenever we go for her family stuff, it's always a pretty big gathering too, actually.
Apparently we have one family that did nothing.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Like, did we actually hang out with family? Like,
No.
Did we go out for other people's houses for dinner?
No.
We always tended to eat at home.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And nobody ever came over to our house. And we never went. Sometimes when we were living in Edmonton, we'd go to Grandma's. Once we moved to BC, we had no family.
Yeah.
Like, even our mom's family in BC, we never saw them because a bunch of them lived on the island.
Yeah, I don't remember, like, I don't remember a lot of Christmases from when we were young. I remember the last really good Christmas we had when we got bikes.
Yeah,
And
that
after
one
that,
was
it
fun, actually.
Then after that, it was...
Because what our parents ended up doing was it was a scavenger hunt. Yes, and each clue we got took us to another piece of our present, and so that was actually
the U-locks.
Yep.
We got one piece of the U-lock, and it was like, well, we had to start off with a key, and then we got another piece, and then we got another piece, and I was like, what the hell? So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. So, maybe I'll do something like that for my kids when they're older, but right now my kid likes video games. My oldest likes video games, and my youngest is like stuffed animals.
Too young to...
That's about it. You get stuffed animals. That's really about it. So, other than that, I think Christmas is different when you're an adult. It turns into something completely different. I think it's more of just an excuse to socialize and to
See, whereas
get fat.
I'm not fond of this.
Yeah, I'm not fond of it too much.
You know, hanging out with the Mrs. Family. You know, they're always talking about family.
Like part of me like wishes that like to have a big Christmas, like a big family Christmas where everybody's just in the same place, and it's like, but at the same time I'm like, that's too much work.
Well, I think for me it would be like, who are you?
Yeah.
And who are you? Yeah. And honestly, why should I care? Okay. Generally, Christmas time, I'm very Scrooge.
Bah humbug.
I am actually very bah humbug. Christmas has been cancelled in our house for the past 2 years due to a lack of funds.
This is the first time this year that the wife and I actually bought each other gifts. This is the first time in probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, it's
nothing big, but
yeah, it's still 3 years since me and the missus have bought anything for each other.
I just think that the act of gift giving to me is a little bit odd. You know, just to me, it's not. It's like, well, you're gonna buy me something that I'm probably not gonna use.
I've always found that whenever people get me presents, it's never anything I've asked for.
Yeah.
And then I have to fake being excited about
Ooh, this is great.
Yeah.
What do you do, honestly? What's the right... Internet, let us know what's the right protocol for if you don't like a gift. Is it rude to tell somebody that you don't like a gift? I don't. Or, you know, should you just be like, ha, or should you save it, re-gift it? You know?
Well, okay, I think the internet might say save it, re-gift it, but that's not the question, internet. It's the how do you respond to the person, face to face.
Do you just put that fake smile on? That's why I've always thought, like, when coworkers exchange gifts, you do the Secret Santa. It's kind of like,
yeah.
You know what?
See, what was good when we worked at Boston Pizza, the Secret Santa? Booze. Booze was if you got somebody, you buy them booze.
Or gift cards.
And, or gift cards. So it was always nice because it's like, oh, booze. And they're like, booze, yay!
But people say that gift cards are impersonal. And it's like, well, but then the person can just get what they want. You know?
Yeah, because, okay, I got a gift from somebody one year, and he got me a miniature, which... It's great. Like miniatures are fairly expensive when it comes to the games that I play. And he got me one, and I was like, "Hey, cool! It was awesome that he got me the miniature. Unfortunately, it had no place in the army that I had made, and I couldn't. I would actually have to buy
a whole different set,
to make it work. So it was like." Yay! And it's like, you know, so it's one of those things of, you know who you're buying for if you're going to do something like that. Mm-hmm. If not, get a gift card, because then they can buy what they want, and then they can look at what you bought me. Ah!
Yeah, exactly. We were always a turkey family. I think we did turkey and ham sometimes.
At Thanksgiving, either turkey or ham,
and then it would be opposite
at Christmas.
Yeah, we always do turkey. Yeah. This year, actually, we're going to have steak.
Steak?
Yeah, we bought steak.
Barbecue steak?
Yep.
On the bar. Oh,
yep.
Nice.
We're going to barbecue steak and potatoes, and we're going to have steak and potatoes.
Nice.
Maybe that'll become our tradition. Christmas Day, steak and potatoes.
Yeah.
Yummy. You know, I don't mind Christmas because I got little kids, you know, so it's cool to see them excitement.
Joy on their face.
You know, but for me, it's kind of like
bah humbug.
It's kind of more of a headache, and it's like.
For me, it's always bah humbug. This is a very.
I think it's because our parents canceled Christmas on us so many times. I would think that's why it.
For me, my Christmas is. I didn't like Christmases. Period. You know, ask for one thing, and you know what I got? Not what I asked for. That's what it was. It's like, oh, give us a list. List one thing. What did they get me? Nothing on my list. How do you screw up one thing? I'm sorry, you laugh at that, but that was so annoying. You know, it was just like, oh, yeah.
I think you need to get practical gifts. I think you need to get something that, you know, like. I think a lot of people like give gifts just to give gifts. Like they'll give somebody. I hate the gift of chocolate. here's some chocolates. It's like,
Oh, see, whereas if you got me chocolate, I'd be okay with that.
yeah, but it's like those Purdy's chocolates, you know, like the ones that have the different flavors and stuff. And I don't like
Chocolate
those. I don't like those. Like, just don't. You don't like
Chocolate.
Hey, I like chocolate too, but
I really like chocolate. So
I don't know. Christmas is a good time of year. It's fun. I think it'd be It'd be better if you know. I think because we don't have a very close family. Like, to be honest, like, we don't. Little behind the scenes of the Coull family.
Yeah,
our family,
yeah.
we're not the closest family. You know,
no,
we've
it's
never
like
been.
even just going over this is like, did we hang out with our family? No, not really.
I don't recall ever
our
having.
families never came over. Our extended families never came over for.
And whenever
Christmas
we've
dinner.
like, for me being an adult, like whenever I've been put in situations like that, I'm very awkward. It seems very out of sort. When you're put in a big family and you're at that, it's like
It's like you can't talk politics. I love politics.
Yeah.
You can't talk religion. I'm religious. And you can't talk sex. That should be given to your family.
Yeah.
So it's like, and unfortunately, my hobbies, electronic dance music and tabletop miniature games,
are not very common hobbies
yeah,
from person to person.
I'm like a minority of certain things. It's like, you know, everybody loves country or rock here in Calgary, and it's just like EDM.
Well, EDM's a little bit more popular now.
It's becoming more popular, but it's one of those things.
I think it's just because we're socially awkward, man. That's what I think it is. I think you and I are very socially awkward, and we when small talk is not our forte when it's like, because we have very simple lives. Like, we don't do a lot of stuff. We haven't done a lot of life stuff. So when people talk about their lives, it's like we go, oh, that's nice. I watched TV last night and last week and last year, and that's what I did.
Yeah, that's kind of.
What are you doing with your kids? Oh, my kid's in hockey, soccer, basketball, baseball, judo, guitar lessons, and it's like, well, my kid likes computers and he goes to MMA. Oh, how come you don't get your kid in more school, more stuff? Because I don't want to.
It also costs money.
So I think maybe Christmas is more fun when you're rich.
I'm kind of in agreement with that. You know what?
Because Christmas is now a corporate. It's not.
Yeah, it costs.
What
a lot
is
of money.
Christmas? Christmas is, supposed to be about your family. Yeah. And tradition. Like I said, I think it would be cool to like have a big family Christmas once, but I don't think that'll happen. I don't know. I'm not talking about like our extended family, like our aunts and uncles. I'm talking about like our families that are here, because I don't even know if any of our extended family
No.
we are alive.
What was it, like 3 years ago? 4, 5, 6? 6 years ago, when Kim actually had a big dinner, and it was you guys showed up.
I don't know.
Our mom. That was the year that Jasmine, she wore that really incredibly short sweater shirt. Nothing.
I don't remember, man. I don't.
Okay.
My memory is bad. I have a horrible memory.
Kim's had a few family dinners, and people come here. Like, she's done that before, but for the most part,
yeah. I think it would be interesting if we, I think it would be interesting. But yeah, it's so weird. To me, I'm just so awkward. It's so awkward. Like, just so awkward. Being an Oilers fan, if you try to talk about sports, it's hard. I'm like the punching bag of sports fans.
Yeah, that's
I'm
very
like
true.
the Cleveland Browns of the NFL, of the NHL. It's just like, can't say anything. Can't say anything
because people, it's so easy to bag on the Oilers. So agreeable. So, what do you guys do for Christmas?
We are a couple of Scrooges. That's what we are.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, Merry
And
Christmas.
I hope you guys had a wonderful, because this will be out after Christmas, I believe.
Yep.
So I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. Hopefully family was well, and you're probably sick of them, so you'll all be like, good, I'm good till next year.
Yep.
because that's usually what it is.
Yeah.
You only see what family at funerals, maybe around Christmas. Who knows? Maybe you
Weddings
guys
sometimes.
Yeah, maybe you guys are huge family people and you guys see each other all the time and it's great fun. Let us know down below. Bah humbug.